This is the Elite Box by Mystery Tackle Box. Hashtag happy fishing. Start off with the dibble and what's in the box. Also, catch and win. Catch, measure, and share. Hashtag MTB Keeper. Gives you all the measurements for everything. You get up to 20 inches. Don't forget to subscribe to their YouTube and Facebook and all their social media, Instagram also. This is the Excite XB5. Dives 2 to 5 foot. Cool square bill. Z-Man Swimmers 6-inch swim baits. Live target. This is some kind of shiner imitator. Carl's Amazing Bait Company. This is a blue House Crawl. A Booyah swim jig. The Rodent by KVD Perfect Plastic with coffee scent. A bucktail chatterbait. Never tried one of those. That's pretty cool. A lipless bait by Lunker Hunt. Shaky Heads by Mustad. This goes to the swim bait. Cool sticker. Scratch and win. I won free shipping, which is cool because I got a big sale on some other stuff, so save some more money on shipping. And I got a confession. I started unboxing and then I lost the clip, so this is a redo. Luckily I haven't messed too much stuff up, so let's finish cracking it open. First up is the House Crawl by Carl's Amazing Bait Company. This color is called a Blue Crawl. You crack these appendages apart. They got the beveled end, so they'll displace water really good. It's a compact body. This would be really good for flipping and into tight cover. Also really good trailers for jigs and chatterbaits. You don't have to trim them too much depending on skirt length, but I love these things. You're definitely going to get smashed right now. And Texas rig. You can Texas rig these too. Shaky heads, whatever you want to, however you want to throw these. If you like catching fish on crawls, you're going to smash them. And normally I would take them out, but these are scented and they're nicely packed, so I'm going to leave them be. But I can promise you these will get thrown. Next up is the KVD Perfect Plastic Rodent. This is a beaver style bait, good for flipping pitching just like the crawl. When I'm flipping and pitching, I normally either throw 50 to 65 pound braid or 15 to 20 pound fluorocarbon, depending on what I'm around. These are also good with, again, shaky heads and jigs, anything like that. These don't have the beveled end, so you don't get as much water displacement or as much movement, so these are better for tough bite conditions or really pressured water. So these are really good for winter because they don't move a lot, they don't have a lot of action. You want something that's gonna sit still and you can soak it in front of the bass's face. So again, don't be timid to throw these. Next up is 1/4 ounce stand-up heads by Mustad. It says New Jig Head Mystery. I don't know if these are not released yet or what, but they're stand-up shaky heads. They got a flat bottom. One thing with these, if you're noticing your fish are not getting pinned, but you feel like you're getting the bites, cut a little bit of this off right here. It gives you, it's only 1/4 of an inch, but that can be big sometimes, especially in cold water. I like how the head's recessed. These are good, be perfect with those two baits we just went over. Again, anywhere from 15 to 20 pound fluoro, depending on how deep and what I'm fishing around. But you throw it out, let it sit there. These are good with, I wouldn't say 10-inch worms because they're only probably a 2 or 3/0 hook, but you'd be good with a 6 to 8-inch worm probably. But these are another wintertime favorite of mine. They sent us a jig for all these cool trailers. Those Rodents by KVD have coffee scent and it is stout. So this is a cool Booyah swimming jig. It's got a different head concept on it. I guess it may make it flutter a little bit. I like the jig trailer color, or skirt color. That white shad pattern. But what I like is the rattles in it is a red color. So it kind of looks like the gill plate. Once you put a trailer and everything on there, you'll have something that actually has the red like an actual fish or a jig plate. Or a gill plate, I'm sorry. Sorry guys, I have a 3-year-old and he loves fishing stuff more than I do. But line size on this again, braid or fluoro, depending on cover. Anywhere, same line size and everything. It's only a 1/4 ounce, but if you put a big trailer on it, it'll give it a heavier profile. You can fish it deeper, or it'll be a good shallow bank fishing kind of jig. Next up is a Lunker Hunt lipless Kraken or Kraken, I don't know what they call them, but it gives you 2 different spots for your line tie. That way you can decide if you want it coming up or going down. Perfect size. Bass are keying in on smaller fish right now. All the minnows are small and yearling size fish, so this will imitate pretty much any bait fish in a pond, so or a big lake. Throw these out, let them touch grass, rip them up, or throw them on dirty water because they got the rattle. It should help them key in on it. You get a lot of flash off of this sweet bad boy too. Next up is the Bucktail Chatterbait 3/8 ounce by Z-Man. It's in like a green pumpkin. This is sweet. I've never had a bucktail chatterbait, but I know bucktail jigs work really good in the cold weather, so I'm sure the chatterbait would work just as good. I would probably throw it on 12 to 15 pound fluoro. I don't really like mono on chatterbaits because they don't let it sink as good, and you got more stretch when you're trying to set the hook. I'm still trying to figure out if I like a heavy rod or a medium heavy moderate rod on chatterbait, so if anybody has any input on that, let me know. Next up is the XB5 by Excite. I wanted to take this out and show you the bill. It's not really a square bill, but it's not a regular bill either. It's rounded with a point. The color on this is copper green shad, and I'm thinking with that bill they'll probably dig and hunt a lot, have a really wide wobble. I like the head on this. It has cool eyes. It's almost like the Spro rock crawlers a little bit. This dives 2 to 5 foot. It's good right now for the fish that are still shallow sunning. I know it's cold a lot, but I'm in the south, so we can still get a square bill bite here and there. A lot of people, that's all they throw all year long is square bills, and they still get bit and win tournaments. So they're pretty proven, I guess. I got a 610 jerkbait and square bill rod that I throw this on with anywhere from 12 to 15 pound test, depending on what I'm throwing it around. Also throw it on a Concept Z that's a 6.6 to 1 or 6.8 to 1, but that's the perfect reel speed for me. I can speed them up or slow them down depending on what the fish are wanting. Next up is Z-Man Swimmers Elastec 10X. This is a smoked shad belly slot. You can put a big jig head, or you can Texas rig, weight it, throw it weightless, however you want. Cool thing about these is they're super stretchy. Like you can catch 20, 30, 50, 100 fish on one of these. They last forever. I've never really thrown the Z-Man, the bigger ones, but I've thrown a lot of the smaller ones. This one's 6 inches, and once it gets really cold, that's what I'll be throwing. Big swim baits, fishing at the bottom of the lake, with heavy jig heads and trying to catch the big fat girls. So this will be thrown very, very soon. And how about another 6-inch solid swim bait? This thing is sick. You can't say enough about Live Target's designs and how they come up with stuff, but this one offers you a what do they call that? An accessory ring or something, but you can either put a weight on it, you can put a treble hook or flash, underspin, whatever. Somebody was telling me that you can put a treble hook up here and tie on here and it gives it a dying bait fish look. I haven't done that, but maybe you try it, or maybe I'll try it. That's part of the reason of getting these things. You get to test out new stuff and find out for yourself. But this tail, it doesn't lose the real fish image, and it still has the vortex of a big boot tail, so when it's kicking through you actually get displacement like you would with a real fish's tail kicking. Another cool feature is the top fin. It works as a weed guard to help you keep from getting hung on every single rock or stump that you bump this into. This is a common shiner. I think this thing is, they're 6 inches and it's 2 1/4 ounces. So you're definitely going to have a little beefier setup. I have a 7.6 extra heavy. I can throw it on, I just won't sling it out hard. I throw a 3 ounce wake bait. It's a huge wooden frog that I throw on it, and I haven't had any issues throwing it on that. It says that the max weight is something like, I think, 1 3/4 ounces or something, but I haven't had any issues throwing a 3 ounce wake bait, so I feel confident throwing this. Again, this is the mystery tackle box for November 2018. Check it out. Read the dibble. It's full of tips and tricks. If you got any questions about any of the stuff that you're fishing with, you can probably find the answers in some of these. Or again, check out their YouTube page, man. Mystery Tackle Box has loads of info, loads of videos. They have great content creators, super cool people, great customer service. They're just awesome to be a customer for. I wish I could say work for, but anyways, they're great people, great company. Check them out. It's getting around Christmas time. Tell your loved ones that you'd like to try it and get yourself. This is a $35, $36, $39 box, something like that, and you get probably $50, $60 worth of stuff. I didn't total this one up. Hold on, I will. So I think it came out to right out $60. But again, check it out, Tatlines. Happy holidays to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. I still have a giveaway coming up. I hadn't forgot about y'all, so y'all have a great holiday and get fat. Stay happy, Tatlines.